Before you continue with this lesson, it is required for you to watch the lesson, What is a verb? If you've already watched the lesson about verbs, let's learn about sentence parts. In this lesson, we will now study the part of the sentence. You will also learn a simple hobby that will help you enjoy drawing sentences around you. I'll start our lesson with this. All plants grow, but without a root, they mean nothing. The stem and the fruit makes all plants alive, and branches give more beauty to them. So why am I telling you about plants? Knowing that we've been studying English grammar for weeks now. Because all sentences are like plants. All sentences grow, but without a subject, they mean nothing. Verbs and objects make all sentences alive, and modifiers give more details to sentences. In this lesson, I will ask you to pause the video whenever you need to copy a drawing. Let's go with our first example. Jane eats. Every correct sentence requires two primary parts, the root and the stem. Now pause the video while you try to copy these drawings. A sentence always needs a root and a stem. With our example, we have a complete sentence. The root and the stem are the subject and verb. In our sentence, Jane is the root or subject. Eats is the stem or verb. What if the sentence says that Jane doesn't simply eats, but she eats quickly? How do you think you will draw the sentence? Pause the video while you try to copy these drawings. The word quickly is a type of modifier, called adverb. It describes the verb, eats. All modifiers in sentence drawings are drawn as a branch. This process made it very easy to visualize how adverbs simply point to or connect to the words that they describe. A modifier simply describes a word and connects itself to the word it describes. Adverbs and adjectives are the two types of modifiers. If we want our sentence to have adjectives, we just need to find nouns in it and describe it. For example, little Jane eats quickly. Try to add the adjective in your drawing. In our current sentence, it tells that Jane is not simply Jane. She is little Jane. And she doesn't simply eats, but she eats quickly. The adverb, quickly, connects to the verb, eats. And the adjective little, connects to the noun, Jane, because these modifiers give more details to those words. Let's study the next important thing about sentences. As we already know, all sentences either show an action or a being. Here is an example of a sentence that shows actions. Kelly eats pizza. Pause the video to copy the drawing. Notice how the triangle points to the object, pizza, because our subject Kelly does something to it. For being sentences, here is an example to show the subject's being. Kelly is a baker. Pause the video to copy the drawing. Here, notice how the equal sign points to the being of the subject, baker. Observe more carefully how to draw the two different kinds of verbs in sentences. Action verbs use a triangle to point to the object. Being verbs use an equal sign to tell the subject's being. The good thing about knowing these techniques is that you can draw all the simple sentences that you see. Because all sentences are either working as an action or a being. Try to draw the following sentences with subjects that doing some actions. Carmi milks a cow. Sean started a garden. We visited the farm. Now, try to draw the following sentences with subjects that are being something. You are a learner. Sophie's mom is caring. She is an artist. Using your newest drawing skills, you could now draw tons of sentences around you. For more free grammar lessons, visit grammarhobby.com.